that when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. With me is the ace cricketer from Afghanistan, Mr. Rashid Khan, who also plays for Gujarat Titans in the Indian Premier League. Firstly, thank you for speaking to Times Now. If you look at your career, like the rise of Rashid Khan has been synonymous or has matched with the normalcy returning to Afghanistan. How do you look at that aspect, Mr. Rashid?
Well, it is. I think it's a massive, achievement toward for me from Afghanistan, someone, and making it that huge and big and playing all around the world is something very big. And I'm so blessed to be someone playing that role for the country as well, to represent the country in a right image to the world. And I'm so happy and I'm enjoying it. And I think the journey was not an easy one, but every single day, every single practice I did, sessions, hard work, I think was enjoyable, and I will try my best to keep that continue.
You mentioned about the journey was not an easy one. Look, what were the hardships exactly you faced? Can you just elaborate a little on that aspect as well?
Well, there is lots of first of all, the ground facility you face, you don't have the right facilities in there, where you can practice properly, and plus the equipment as well, you don't get the right equipment and the quality one, and also you hardly get the permission from the family to go out and play, in Afghanistan at that time. So, and we haven't had those role models in the national team where we can say, like nowadays everyone wants to play. There is a huge and big permission from the family to go on and play. But for us, we had no one, in the national team where we were inspired, our family were inspired, and everyone. And I think those were the challenges at that time, and we faced it. But going through all that, I think I'm so happy I made it this and we'll keep this continue.
Well, your journey has been spectacular, but it is also how you inspire the younger generation. You mentioned that there was no role model for you, but now when you see young cricketers from Afghanistan wanting to become somebody like Rashid Khan, wanting to become like you, also to play in all these leagues, top leagues, including the Indian Premier League, how special that aspect is. Can you please elaborate on that?
It is quite special, especially the young generation. I think, they have shifted their mindset and everything to the sports. And I think sports something which brings so much positive things to the country, and I think that has done to Afghanistan and especially to all the young generation. Whenever you see someone, they're playing cricket, they have bat and ball in the hand, playing cricket in the street, in the clubs, in grounds, and that's something which makes me as a player so happy that their mindset is shifted to the sports and to the education, and I think that is something which is so important for the country. So in that perspective, I played a kind of role that to inspire every young generation. It makes me so happy that I am someone play that a bit of role to inspire the young generation, change their mindset and their goals as well, and I think it's great now to see the youngsters following your step, and they want to be in future like you, represent the country, play all around the world, every league, and make the nation, make the country proud.
You mentioned about right infrastructure not being there at that time, system not in place. How much has India helped Afghanistan cricket particularly, as well as Afghanistan sporting world particularly, with respect to all these aspects?
Well, it did really help. I think India, we practice here a lot, and I started my cricket journey from when I was in under 19. We came here, play in India, in Kolkata against India under 19 team, and that's how everything started from 2014. I think practicing here, and we got the home ground of Noida, Dehradun, Lucknow, and we got the great facilities here. So I feel like that played a huge role for us. Yes, once we go to the international stage and then we got those facilities, I think it only got and made us better and better players. So we are blessed to be here, playing here, and we're getting all the facility we want. Not only the national team, under 19 level as well. They're always coming here and playing before the World Cups, getting all the proper opportunity to practice in a quality grounds, in academies, and in everything. So I think it plays a huge role for you as a player to get that facility and support, and then you're just trying your best to keep doing well.
Is it one of the reasons why we've seen many people from Afghanistan rooting for India whenever India is playing any major tournament, and particularly when India beats Pakistan, that rooting is more seen, support is more seen?
Well, it is, but also people back home, it's not only the cricket. I think it all comes from the Bollywood as well. Okay. They love the Bollywood, all the superstars, and watching their films, and it's something it put lots of love for them in before, we're starting coming to India playing cricket here. Before that as well, like the love was there, and always cheering for India and watching those movies, and everyone have their idols of like Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan, Amir Khan, Amitabh Bachchan, and I think that's something which people love back home, and that's why they always supporting India team whenever they're playing, and after Afghanistan they're supporting always India team, whatever
Do you
the
feel
even.
cricket, Indian culture as well as Bollywood has helped normalcy return to Afghanistan? Basically, people also get into that groove of loving India, but also getting into the mainstream world as well.
Well, it is helping. Those movies you're watching is not just a movie. You learn lessons from it, and there is great message for you as a person, and that's how you're trying your best to change yourself. And it's not just like an action movie or things like that, but just like a great message for you there, where you can change your life as well, and here you can become a better person and have a goals in your life. And definitely that 100% played a huge role for everyone back home, and they love watching listening to the music and Indian music, and also all the movies. So it does bring changes in you in your life to learn some lessons from the movie, and it's just, as I mentioned, not the action and things, but there is a message all the time in the movie where you learn from that, and experience in your life makes you a better and successful person.
Coming to the cricketing perspective as well, I mean, your mystery has always been your most lethal weapon. Now, there is Sanjay Bangar who's saying that somewhere you're losing out on a mystery. You lost out on captaincy as well for the Afghanistan T20 team. A bit of a low. How do you plan to bounce back from that, Rajat?
Well, I think things going well for me. It just sometimes you're trying your best to do things and it doesn't come your way. And you have to, as a player, accept that you have those good days, bad days. But it's not just like it will always be the good days going on. You never have a bad days in your life, and bad days teaches you so many lessons. And I think that's something which is more important than the good days. So it does happens, but I'm in a very good shape from the last 8-9 months, and I had a very good break from the cricket 2 months. Just relax, focus on myself a little bit, and came back, had a good tournament, had a good World Cup as well in India recently. But I'm just trying my best. That's something which you can do. You can't really think about what happened in the past. You just need to stay in the present and keep delivering what you can do for the team.
IPL starts now. What are your expectations?
Well, to do well for the team, anywhere, anytime team needs something, I'm getting the opportunity to step up. I feel like I should be there in delivering for the team. Either it's batting, bowling, and it's a fielding. I think there's no big goal, but in a small occasion, a big occasion, whenever team needs something, I think I will try my best to step up and perform.
Away from the sporting world as well, we have seen a kind of a war happening between Iran as well as US on one side. There is Israel as well. It is taking a toll on the developments in different countries as well. How do you, as a sporting icon, look at that aspect?
Well, we all around the world, everyone needs peace, and I think sports is something which brings unity and peace into the country. And I think as a sportsman, you will always pray for the peace, and hopefully we see the peace in every country all around the world. They want peace. So I feel like peace should be like something which makes everyone happy, all the countries successful.
Speaking about peace, your country as well. I mean, you yourself tweeted about attacks happening in Afghanistan, basically civilian infrastructure being attacked. How do you look at that aspect? You would want it to be stopped, obviously.
Well, it is, it was quite shocking and to see that, but I think, as I mentioned before, it's all about we want peace. Afghanistan have suffered a lot over the years, and I think we as a nation, we just want to be a development country and a progress country, and we always step into the peace first, and we always focus on the peace first, and that's the nature of the people back home in Afghanistan, and I think peace should be something which prioritize.
Your association with Red Bull, can you please elaborate on that aspect?
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for me, to be the brand, to be associated with the Red Bull, and globally, I think it's an honor for me, someone from Afghanistan, and to be associated with Red Bull, it's a huge for me, and I'm so lucky to be someone, at that stage representing and being associated with the Red Bull, and a great partnership so far, and we look forward to keep that continue.
The Red Bull Performance Athlete Center, your one word on that as well.
It's amazing facilities there. I think I've been to high performance center in Austria, and I had a very great time. I had a week there, but I'm planning to go again for a bit of more time. And I think I have seen all the great facilities for the sportsmen, to get better and physically, mentally, and I think it's a great environment there as well. So hopefully in future I get a couple of months off. I can go and have a great time there.
It was wonderful chatting with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.